When you think of trap beats, you normally think of something hype, something fast-paced, something that may be cool to play in the club, but sometimes you want something smooth, but still has the hard-hitting bass. My name is Marquee, musician, rapper, record producer, unashamed crowd swallower, and today I'm going to show you how to make a smooth trap beat in Logic Pro 10.
Marquee Productions.
First of all, I want to say thank you so much for checking out this video. If you like seeing videos like this where I break down my beat making process, making tutorials that are specific for Logic, and amazing music, I need you to do me a really quick favor. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. That'll help you see more videos like this, and that'll help other people who have similar interests as you see more videos like this. So now I'm going to open up the Logic file and break down how I made the smooth trap beat. Sometimes when I start a beat, I need some really quick inspiration just to get myself started, so a lot of the times I'll actually use a pre-made loop. You can find royalty-free loops in tons of places online. The most popular one that I can think of is splice.com. There are other producers who make royalty-free loops that you can download from their website. I'm one of them. If you want to check out a couple royalty-free loops, you can actually go to lmarqueeproductions.com. There are more on the way. So when I started this beat, I knew that I wanted something kind of chill, something kind of smooth. So then I found this loop, imported it into Logic. Since other people have access to this loop, I wanted to make it sound different and unique. So I pitched it down a little bit, adjusted the tempo, added a couple effects, and here's what I ended up with. So that loop was pretty cool, but one thing about using loops is that sometimes when you use them, it can make the beat sound a little repetitive. So that part of the loop plays in the first half of the verse, and then in the second half of the verse, I chopped it up differently, so different sections of that loop can play at different times, and here's what that sounds like. It's somewhat subtle, but at the same time, it's clear enough to make this part of the beat feel a bit different than the first half. Along with chopping up the sample differently, I like to add instruments in and take some things out in different sections of the beat. So to make the change in this part of the beat even more apparent, I found some Rhodes pianos patches from Omnisphere, one high one low one, played the exact same chords on them, and came up with this. Those chords are following the ones in the loop, and I pulled up two different patches because I like the high frequency in one of them, and then I like more of the lower mids in the other one, so I just blended them together. And since they only play in the second half of the verse, along with the loop being chopped up differently, to me that variance just makes the beat sound more interesting. It'll keep the attention of the artist, maybe tell them that it's time for them to switch their flow, then also keep the listener interested. So a part that I know a lot of people are probably interested in seeing is the 808. So even though those other melodies were kind of chill, we can still have a very hard-hitting bass that sounds really good on club speakers or really bassy car speakers, and I actually came up with two different 808 patterns. One for the first half where the loop plays that one pattern, and one for the second half of the verse where the loop plays the second pattern. So here's the first half of the verse. And here's the second half of the verse. Basically, all the 808 is doing is following the root notes of the chords of everything else that's playing. I also didn't want it to ring out for the entire beat, so if you are listening to it in a somewhat bassy environment, you get a second to breathe. So that's why I'll play it, and then let it rest for a second. Versus that could work. I know that's how a lot of 808s sounded in the past, but things are different now. And that type of pattern is something I've heard in a lot of more popular songs in recent years. Here's the drum group that I came up with. One of the important things that I do when I create drum patterns is, just like with other melodic instruments, I have some of the drums come in at certain parts of the beat and then I take them out. And some auxiliary percussion. So rather than having them play throughout the entire beat, I take them out in certain sections, put them back in, maybe change up some patterns here and there. And in terms of all the instruments that I played in this beat, that's pretty much everything. Not very overly complicated at all. And when I have beats like this where there's not a lot going on in terms of the instruments, one of the more important things to me is arranging. And that's actually why I chopped up that sample to play differently in the two halves of the verses, just so it doesn't feel overly repetitive and it still keeps the listener and the artist interested. And then in the chorus, I drop everything out so that it's only the loop playing. So now I'm going to give you a preview of what the finished product sounds like. If you would like to hear the full beat, you can go down in the description below as click the cards. Now here's a preview of my beat called From the Soul. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you've seen today, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you know whenever I upload new videos. Also, be sure to visit my website, lmarqueeproductions.com, where you'll be able to check out my music, my beats, my sample kits, my merchandise, and my mixing and mastering and consulting services. Go down in the comment section below and let me know if you have any questions about what we discussed in this video today, if there's anything that I need to break down more, or if you have any suggestions for a future video. Let me know in the comment section below. My name is Marquee Productions. God bless.